AI video is getting crazy good and getting easier and easier to use each day. This entire scene is shot using one tool, and I'm going to show you what tool that I used after you watch this.
The situation is escalating rapidly.
Sir, they launched the missiles.
It is too late then.
The short movie that you just watched was created using Cinema Studio in Higgsfield as well as Nano Banana Pro. I'm going to show you how I create this so that you know how easy it is to just use this tool, and you can also create something like this. I spent probably around about 3 hours. This is the short movie that I've gotten. Of course, if I have a little bit more time, the first thing to do is head on over to Higgsfield AI. I'll put the links in the description and go to Cinema Studio. So once you click on Cinema Studio, these are all the images that I have created. These are images and these are video. So anyway, go to Cinema Studio and you will see a screen like this at the bottom. One is for image and is for video. So let's go back to the image that I started with, and this is the image that I started with, and this is the prompt that I use. Here I ask for the person in the control center with a large screen that follows shows the world map with major cities in red dots, and this is the map that it created. So the tool here, you can select a few things. First and the most important thing is actually on the right here. If you click on this, here you get a chance to select your camera, professional camera, like for example ARRI, Panavision is here, and these are movie cameras. If you're not sure, just try it out for yourself. I selected this ARRI Alexa 35, and then for the lens, you can also have a wide selection of lenses. So I use ARRI Signature Prime, but you can use, say, the Panavision C series, which has the nice anamorphic effect video like you have seen over here. Okay, let me just close this. So this was done using an anamorphic lens, right? So this is the effect. So I think for the shot I used that lens. So anyway, if you want to stick to one, you can just try this ARRI Signature Prime, and here you get to choose the focal length, say from 14mm, 35mm and 50mm, as well as the aperture that gives you, if you want to go for that shallow depth of field kind of look. Alright, so once you're done, you can just click on it. Either you can save it or you can leave it and hit generate. Now at the bottom you can tell Cinema Studio here whether you want to do 1 or 4, up to 4. Alright, so if you ask it to generate 1, it will just generate 1 image. If you want to generate up to 4, you can do so that it will give you an idea of that more choices to choose from. Next, you get to select your aspect ratio. So the cinematic one is either 16:9 or 21:9, which gives you the widescreen cinema look. Alright, and here you can choose for either 1K or 2K. So I'm just using 2K. I use 2K for my project because I want to save some time to generate this, and just hit generate. Alright, so this is what it came out with when you hit on generate. Right, so it may not generate the exact same thing, so it goes into the queue over here to generate that video. Once you have a scene, okay, I'm just going to use a different one. Right, so once I have a scene here, okay, the next key thing is to use this tool called multi-shot. Alright, so what it does is that when you use multi-shot, right, when you click on multi-shot, Cinema Studio here will generate several shots like this. Okay, so let's say you create multi-shot. So here is queued up, and when you do multi-shot, you will end up with a sample image like this. Alright, so this is the one. Okay, you will have 9 images and angles to choose from. So this is actually a creative shot that the AI tool gives you that idea where you can shoot. And now, because the AI gave me additional ideas for this one, and I looked at this and I thought, okay, this is a good angle to use. It can push the story forward. Same as this as well. So, and I chose this as well. And if I want any of this, all I need to do is to select this, and say I want to select this, and select this, and click on upscale. So what it does is it upscales all the images into 4K. Alright, so let's hit 4K, and it will upscale the image. Alright, so after it has upscaled the image, so you can use it for your next scene, right? So in a movie scene, you won't just have, say, 1 or 2 angles. You can have multiple angles, and this tool helps you to create that multiple angles. So the next stage of the process is to click on video. Alright, so click on video and then click on the start frame. Now this start frame refers to the upscale images, right? So these are the image generations. Now you can also upload your own image if you want to. However, for continuity's sake, I just use the images that he has provided. So for example, I've used this image, click on and I just type in this short prompt. The woman says, "Sir, the missile has exploded," and you saw it exactly in the short video just now, right? So this is what it is. And the next step is you can also select how you want the shot to look. All right. So here you get to choose the movement of the camera. All right. So you click on movement. You can have things like zooming in. You can have a handheld shot, right? If it makes sense, for example, action shots outside. Again, you can change the aspect ratio, just keep it the same. Here, you get to change the duration, whether you want it to be 5 or 10 seconds, whether you want to have audio. And the great thing is you can instruct the AI to, for your character in that video to say some words, all right? Now, you can choose this as start frame, or you can choose an end frame as well. So for example, if you have, say, you have made a shot, right? So you have a shot you want to use, you can put this as an end frame to create the video at the front, and you can use the same shot to create the beginning of that next 5 seconds or 10 seconds of their video. So you have that continuity, if you choose to do that. All you need to do is just click on generate and wait a few seconds, and you have this, right? So right now it is in queue. And if you are happy, you can just download that video. All right. So let's say, for example, this one. This is one of the scenes that I use. Right. What did he say? Right. Okay. So this is the. Okay. Let me pause this. So this is the image that I use. That I've used the preset to zoom in. Alright, so if I'm not happy, or if you are not happy with this, for example, for this exact shot, first I try a handheld shot. It doesn't look very good, so instead I change it to a static shot or a zoom in shot. Alright, and if you can also change the dialogue if you're not happy. If you want to use Nano Banana to generate some images, these are images that was generated using the Cinematic Studio image, but you can also use Nano Banana to generate image. And when you are in Cinema Studio, instead of using the AI to generate images from prompt, you can go to upload your own image. All right. So let's say for video here, just now I used the start frame, which is the image that was generated by the tool itself. However, you can also upload your own image to become the start of a different thing altogether. So you can work 2 ways: start from a prompt or start from images. Alright, so I hope that you give this a try. Let me know how it goes for you. For me, I am really amazed with what some of the things here it can be done. The best thing is if you do it within Higgsfield, you have so many tools that you can use. Some of it is in terms of image generation like Nano Banana. In terms of video, you have so many other things like besides the Cinema Studio. I've tried Kling 2.6. If you haven't watched my video, do check that out. I have that done in my previous video where I I use Kling 2.6 to make some very short video. So thanks for watching. I hope you learn and enjoy this video. If you like it, do give it a thumbs up and check out what's on the screen for other AI video tools that will help in your work.